Something that never ceases to amaze me is how dumb some people can be on the internet, okay? And something that also never seems to intrigue me is random internet polls. So instead of the black or blue dress or the Yanni or Laurel, today we're talking about two buttons, okay? Now, if you haven't seen this, it's been kind of going around on Twitter and just in general. I mean, I even brought it up to my work coworkers, okay? So that's how you know it's a little bit serious. Basically, this sort of survey entails asking everyone on planet Earth, or at least everyone who can understand like language, to essentially click a button, because I don't think that babies are going to be able to understand this. They're just going to click their favorite button, and who knows, maybe they're a half the planet killer. But anyway, so essentially the question is, you're given two buttons, okay? You can click the blue button, which is, if you click the blue button, then you do not hurt anyone else, okay? But I'll get into what I mean by the blue button in a sec, okay? But then if you click the red button, then you are basically added to this poll. And if over 50% of the population chooses red, so, if there's 100,000 people, if 50,000 of them or more choose red, then everyone who chooses blue dies. But if more than 50% of the population chooses blue, then everyone survives on planet Earth. So, what is, what's your choice, basically? And there's going to be a lot of people, okay, starting this right off the bat. They're like, oh, this is such an easy question, right? Just like me. I was like, yo, this is so fucking easy. Why wouldn't anyone just choose red? Red's the answer, okay? Red is the answer. It should be the only answer that anyone says. I don't know why anyone else would choose anything otherwise. But anyway, so when I first saw this post, I was like, okay, red's the answer, and I'm going to move on. But then I genuinely saw people arguing about it, okay? I genuinely started getting videos in my feed that were like, oh, this is why you choose blue, because blue, you're saving people and stuff. I'm like, what do you mean saving people? The only option is red, because in red, you just don't die, whereas blue, you might die. It actually boggles my mind. So I'm going to break this down. So blue people, from my friends are actually a lot of blue people, which, I might have to find some new friends. But basically, they were all saying, they don't think that 100% of the population is going to choose red, okay? They're like, basically, there's a greater chance that 50% chooses blue, or at least 50%, rather than 100% choosing red. And I just looked at them and I was like, it's not like this is a random 50-50 chance. You were given the options, okay? This is how I think about it in my head, okay? I don't call me crazy, but this is exactly how I think about it, okay? You're given two options, okay? One is you might die, and the other one is you don't die, okay? Like, that's how I look at it in my head. It's like, you either survive or you take a gamble of who knows the chances, but like a 1 in 50 or 1 in 20 chance, 1 in 10 chance, 1 in 5 chance, whatever it is, that you're gonna die. Why would you ever choose the gamble? Just choose the one that's correct, okay? I'm pretty sure everyone on planet Earth can be like, okay, why would you choose blue? And people on the blue side are like, okay, we're choosing blue because you're contributing to the death of people, when if you could just click blue and everyone could survive, right? And you know what? That sounds like a little caring argument. But guess what? The people who are choosing blue are putting themselves in harm's way when it literally does not matter. Another idea that I saw was that if you saw a train basically coming at full speed and you saw some people on the train track, and they were saying, oh, come on, we need to stop the train. If we get this many people on, then we're going to hit a pressure plate and the train will stop. Well, why would even jump on the train or on the train tracks in the first place? Okay, just get off of the train tracks. And I understand that the poll is supposed to be like anonymous, so you don't know who's clicking blue. But realistically, come on, man. I think that if everyone was just like 150 IQ, which I know not everyone is, but let's just say everyone on Earth was 150 IQ, would you still click the blue, or would you be like, hey, everyone's kind of smart enough to just click the red? But the people who are choosing blue are literally just doing it because they feel bad for the people who are not smart enough in order to click red. And it's like, okay, there's no way that there's people dumb enough to click red. But you know what? By people choosing blue to my face, maybe I'm the idiot, okay? Maybe there are some people who are truly stupid enough to hit blue, because there are, clearly. I've argued with them and my friends, bro. It's horrible. And then there's these people who choose blue that have this sort of heroic mindset. It's like, bro, you can say, it could be all a little cute if you choose blue in the moment, but I know if you get those two buttons in front of you, bro, you're choosing red 100% of the time, okay? It is undisputed that red is the correct option, okay? I rest my case. Basically, at the end of the day, man, why would you choose blue when you could just always survive by choosing red? It makes absolutely no sense to me. everyone would choose red in that scenario. It literally just makes the most sense, right? It's either you die or you don't die. But yeah, that's about it for random rants on the internet right now. I actually want to do more of the rants, but I mean, this is enough ranting about this specific topic, okay? I'm tired of it. I see it everywhere, and I just want it to stop. But I'll go ahead and catch you guys in the next one. Tune into the stream tonight. Peace.